Retro is roaring back in 2025, and these bikes prove old school never goes out of style. From sleek cafe racers to throwback cruisers, this year's lineup blends vintage looks with cutting-edge upgrades. Whether you're chasing that nostalgic vibe or just want a head-turner with modern reliability, there's something here for every kind of rider. Stick around as we count down 14 of the best retro motorcycles hitting the road this year. The Triumph Speed 400. The 2025 Triumph Speed 400 is a gateway into retro motorcycling done right. Classic looks, lightweight handling, and a price that makes it hard to ignore. At its core is a punchy 398 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, cranking out 39.5 horsepower and 27.7 pound-feet of torque, giving it plenty of zip for city riding while still holding its own on open roads. Triumph has outfitted it with high-spec components like 43mm upside-down forks, a monoshock rear suspension, and bi-braid disc brakes, all tuned to offer responsive handling and confidence for newer and intermediate riders alike. The minimalist styling includes a sculpted tank, bar-end mirrors, and aluminum detailing, while LED lighting and modern electronics ensure the bike performs as good as it looks. With a price tag just under $2,000, the Speed 400 is more than just affordable. It's an impressive balance of style, substance, and everyday usability that's hard to beat in today's retro motorcycle market. The Benelli Imperial 400. The Benelli Imperial 400 stays true to its name by delivering a truly classic experience. Minimalistic, stylish, and built for easygoing rides. Powered by a 374 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine, it produces 21 horsepower and 29 newton-meters of torque, which is just enough for relaxed urban commuting and casual weekend trips through back roads. For 2025, Benelli has refined the engine to reduce the noticeable vibrations that plagued earlier models, making the ride smoother and more enjoyable, especially at low to mid-range speeds where this bike thrives. While the top speed caps out around 120 kilometers per hour and it still lacks modern touches like ABS, the Imperial makes up for it with timeless design. Chrome accents, wire-spoke wheels, and a vintage teardrop fuel tank that gives it undeniable charm. It's not built for performance junkies, but for beginner riders or anyone seeking an affordable, hassle-free retro bike, the Imperial 400 delivers exactly what it promises: classic character with modern-day comfort. The BMW R12. Blending historical design cues with modern performance, the 2025 BMW R12 is a bold tribute to the brand's deep-rooted motorcycle heritage, refined with unmistakable German engineering. At its heart lies a 1,170 cubic centimeter air-oil-cooled boxer twin engine, producing a strong 95 horsepower and 81 pound-feet of torque, delivering a signature punchy yet smooth power band that's perfect for both relaxed cruising and spirited riding. The bike's styling is rich in classic character, from the handcrafted steel fuel tank and low-mounted front and rear fenders to the minimalist frame and exposed shaft drive, a nod to BMW's storied design language. However, don't let the retro appearance fool you. Underneath it all is a thoroughly modern machine, equipped with advanced features like ride-by-wire throttle, selectable ride modes, traction control, and a newly tuned suspension setup that enhances comfort and road feel. While US pricing has yet to be revealed, the R12 is already turning heads worldwide, promising to be one of the most refined and desirable neo-retro bikes of the year for riders who want vintage looks without compromising performance or technology. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350.
The 2025 Royal Enfield Meteor 350 continues to shine as one of the most approachable and budget-friendly cruisers in the retro motorcycle segment. Its 349 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine produces a modest 20.4 horsepower and 19 pound-feet of torque, tuned for smooth, linear delivery that makes low-speed maneuvering and highway cruising equally comfortable. Designed with accessibility in mind, the Meteor features a low seat height and relaxed riding posture, paired with a manageable 191-kilogram curb weight, making it especially inviting for newer riders, shorter individuals, or those just seeking a stress-free ride. For 2025, Royal Enfield refined the package with upgraded LED lighting for improved visibility, new aluminum switchgear that adds a premium feel, and the inclusion of the Tripper navigation system. which integrates smartphone-based directions directly into the cockpit. Its 15-liter fuel tank allows for long stretches between fill-ups, and the bike's soft suspension setup absorbs rough roads with ease. Stylish, economical, and packed with just enough modern tech, the Meteor 350 is a true blend of cruiser soul and everyday practicality.
The Moto Guzzi V7 Stone Corsaro Edition. The 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Stone Corsaro takes the already beloved V7 platform and turns the dial up with a distinctly Italian mix of flair, heritage, and raw personality. At the core is the same 853 cubic centimeter transverse V-twin engine, pumping out 65 horsepower and 73 Newton-meters of torque, delivering a rich, throaty soundtrack and smooth torque across the rev range, making it both engaging in traffic and confident on the highway. What sets the Corsaro Edition apart is its sharper focus on performance and styling. Upgraded braking components deliver more precise stopping power, while sportier visual elements like matte finishes, red-accented badging, and a darker, more aggressive overall look pay tribute to Moto Guzzi's deep racing roots. The chassis remains nimble yet solid, giving riders a planted feel in corners and predictable handling for both spirited rides and daily commutes. Priced at around $9,600, the V7 Stone Corsaro hits a sweet spot for those who want a motorcycle with vintage soul, modern performance, and unmistakable Italian design, all wrapped in a package that feels unique in a world of copy-paste retros. The Honda GB350S. The 2025 Honda GB350S continues to offer one of the most approachable entries into the world of retro motorcycling, combining Honda's legendary reliability with timeless design. At its heart is a 348 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine, delivering 20.8 horsepower and 29 Newton-meters of torque, offering a smooth, predictable power band that makes it ideal for relaxed city commuting, light touring, or weekend getaways. This year, Honda focused on refining the ride experience by improving suspension tuning for better cornering feedback and adding more responsive braking components that give riders greater control and safety in stop-and-go traffic or twisty roads. The GB350S proudly wears its vintage inspiration with details like a sculpted fuel tank, a classic round headlight, and subtle blacked-out engine parts that provide a clean, understated look. It's lightweight, has a low seat height for added accessibility, and its comfortable upright ergonomics make it perfect for new riders or those who simply want a laid-back, stylish ride. Despite its retro styling, the GB350S doesn't feel outdated. It's a thoughtfully built machine that's as practical as it is charming. The Royal Enfield Continental GT650. The 2025 Royal Enfield Continental GT650 is a true homage to the golden era of 1960s café racers, offering a stylish, performance-oriented ride that oozes vintage attitude. At its core is a 648 cubic centimeter air-oil-cooled parallel twin engine that puts out 47 horsepower and 50 Newton-meters of torque, tuned to deliver linear, usable power across the rev range, making it just as fun on winding country roads as it is cruising through town. With a focused riding position, clip-on handlebars, and rear-set foot pegs, the Continental GT encourages an aggressive yet comfortable posture, offering riders that genuine café racer experience. For 2025, Royal Enfield introduces modern tubeless alloy wheels for improved durability, easier puncture repairs, and added safety, while subtle refinements to the seat and suspension improve comfort over longer rides. The sculpted 12.5-liter fuel tank, chrome dual exhausts, and minimalist bodywork enhance its vintage charm while keeping it lightweight and nimble. Priced at just around $7,000, the GT650 is arguably one of the best values in the retro performance segment. Perfect for riders who want classic racer looks paired with approachable power and everyday reliability. Kawasaki W800 ABS. A true tribute to the golden age of motorcycling, the 2025 Kawasaki W800 ABS carries forward the spirit of 1960s British bikes with elegant authenticity and thoughtful modern touches. It's powered by a 773 cubic centimeter air-cooled vertical twin engine that produces 51 horsepower and 62.9 Newton-meters of torque, delivering smooth, unhurried power that's perfect for relaxed cruising through city streets, winding countryside, or weekend coastal rides. For 2025, Kawasaki has refined its ABS braking system for better responsiveness and confidence in emergency stops, while a newly updated assistant slipper clutch lightens lever feel and makes gear changes nearly effortless, especially helpful during long rides or in stop-and-go traffic. Visually, the W800 is rich in vintage detail, featuring a classic teardrop fuel tank, chrome fenders and mirrors, deeply contoured seat, and wire-spoke wheels that evoke true old-school charm. Though it doesn't chase top speeds or cutting-edge performance, the 800's ride quality is smooth and composed, making it an ideal choice for riders who prioritize comfort, craftsmanship, and nostalgia over raw horsepower. It's a bike that feels like it rolled out of a different era, only now with better brakes and a touch of modern engineering. The Triumph Scrambler 1200 XE. The 2025 Triumph Scrambler 1200 XE is a retro-styled adventurer, built for riders who want classic looks with real off-road capability. Beneath its rugged, minimalist exterior lies a 1,200cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that produces 89 horsepower and 81 pound-feet of torque, delivering strong, consistent pull across all gears, whether you're tackling a dirt trail or cruising at highway speeds. Designed to handle a wide range of terrain, the XE comes equipped with long travel, fully adjustable suspension, aluminum bash plates, and dual-purpose tires that make it genuinely trail-ready, unlike many other Scrambler-style bikes that are only good for looks. The premium Brembo brakes offer serious stopping power and excellent modulation, while advanced rider aids like traction control, ride modes, and cornering ABS ensure both performance and safety are dialed in for any condition. Styled with high-mounted twin exhausts, a sculpted fuel tank, and rugged detailing throughout, the Scrambler 1200 XE turns heads wherever it goes. Starting at just $5,295, it's a surprisingly attainable option for riders who want one bike that can do it all: city, highway, back roads, or trails, while never compromising on old-school cool. Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. The 2025 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 remains one of the most well-rounded retro motorcycles on the market, offering a seamless blend of classic British-inspired styling and everyday functionality. At the heart of this roadster is a 648 cubic centimeter air-jute oil-cooled parallel twin engine that produces 47 horsepower and 56 newton-meters of torque, delivering smooth and usable power that suits everything from laid-back Sunday rides to spirited jaunts through winding roads. The engine is paired with a 6-speed gearbox and a slipper clutch, providing a confident and user-friendly riding experience even in heavy traffic or on longer tours. For 2025, Royal Enfield has improved rear suspension damping for better shock absorption and upgraded the seat padding for added comfort, two changes that make a noticeable difference on extended rides. Its upright handlebars, mid-set foot pegs, and neutral ergonomics allow for an easygoing riding position, while the low seat height makes it accessible to a wide range of riders. Aesthetic touches like chrome exhausts, vintage round mirrors, and two-tone tank options give the Interceptor a charming retro profile without sacrificing modern build quality. With an incredibly competitive price point and growing global reputation for durability and value, this bike continues to be a go-to option for riders seeking a stylish, versatile, and budget-friendly retro ride. Yamaha XSR900. The 2025 Yamaha XSR900 stands as one of the boldest entries in the neo-retro segment, blending muscular modern performance with styling that pays homage to Yamaha's racing heritage from the 1980s and 90s. Underneath its classically styled exterior lies a ferocious 890 cubic centimeter inline triple engine that churns out a blistering 117 horsepower and 93 newton meters of torque, putting it squarely in the performance category alongside true sport bikes. That engine is part of Yamaha's renowned CP3 platform, known for its thrilling power delivery, torquey mid-range, and distinct triple-cylinder growl that riders absolutely love. For 2025, Yamaha has further refined the package with improved ride-by-wire throttle response, an advanced IMU-based electronics suite featuring lean-sensitive traction control, cornering ABS, wheelie control, and customizable ride modes to tailor the bike's personality to different road conditions and rider preferences. Ergonomic tweaks have improved rider input and comfort, especially during aggressive riding, though its sporty, forward-leaning posture and stiff suspension setup may not be ideal for longer commutes or more casual riders. Aesthetically, the XSR900 hits a sweet spot with brushed aluminum details, a round LED headlamp, two-tone tank designs, and a minimalist tail section that gives it a sleek, timeless silhouette. This is a retro-inspired bike for riders who don't just want to look fast. They want the engineering to back it up. The Moto Guzzi V7 Stone Standard Edition. The 2025 Moto Guzzi V7 Stone is a masterclass in blending old-world craftsmanship with real-world practicality, offering a retro riding experience that feels uniquely Italian. At the heart of the V7 Stone is an 853 cubic centimeter air-cooled transverse V-twin engine that delivers 65 horsepower and 73 newton-meters of torque, engineered not for blistering speed, but for rich, low-end torque and a deeply satisfying loping rhythm that makes every ride feel special. The signature engine layout not only contributes to its distinctive look, but also provides excellent cooling and a low center of gravity, enhancing balance and control at low speeds. This year's refinements include better throttle mapping for smoother on-off transitions and a retuned suspension setup that handles bumps and rough pavement with more poise and comfort. The V7 Stone maintains its minimalist appeal with a matte paint scheme, blacked-out components, and a round LED headlight that merges modern lighting tech with classic design. One standout feature is the large 21-liter fuel tank, unusual for a retro-style bike, which allows for extended touring without the constant need to refuel. With its upright seating position, approachable ergonomics, and unmistakable charm, the V7 Stone is a great fit for riders who want a stylish, character-rich motorcycle that's as capable in daily use as it is on weekend getaways. It's a bike that doesn't try to be everything. It just knows exactly what it is and does it with elegance and soul. The Triumph Bonavville T120 Elvis Presley Limited Edition. The 2025 Triumph Bonavville T120 Elvis Presley Limited Edition is a motorcycle that blurs the line between machine and memorabilia, honoring both classic British motorcycling and the legacy of the King of Rock and Roll. Under its striking exterior lies a 1,200cc parallel twin engine tuned for smooth, confident power delivery, producing 79 horsepower and 105 newton-meters of torque that feels equally at home during relaxed highway cruising or city riding. The performance is refined and accessible, thanks to modern enhancements like ride-by-wire throttle control, cruise control for long-distance comfort, and premium Brembo front brakes that add serious stopping power to its vintage soul. Visually, the bike is a showstopper. Finished in a rich white and gold color scheme with custom Elvis badging, signature tank logos, and gold pinstriping that evoke the glitz and glamour of Presley's legendary style. Even the stitching on the seat and special edition plaques emphasize its collectability and attention to detail. It retains the Bonaville's traditional twin-clock instrumentation, wire-spoke wheels, and chrome exhausts. But beneath the retro shell are conveniences like heated grips and traction control. With a curb weight of 236 kilograms and a 14.5-liter tank, it's more of a cruising bike than a corner carver, better suited for experienced riders who appreciate timeless aesthetics and the story behind the machine. This isn't just a motorcycle. It's a rolling tribute to a cultural icon, crafted for collectors and enthusiasts who want history, heritage, and style all in one unforgettable package. The Kawasaki W800 Standard Edition. The 2025 Kawasaki W800 Standard Edition is perhaps the purest expression of retro motorcycling in today's market. An unpretentious, beautifully built machine that feels like it's been pulled straight from the 1960s and fitted with just enough modern reliability. It's powered by a 773 cubic centimeter air-cooled vertical twin engine that produces 48 horsepower and 46 pound-feet of torque, delivering its power in a smooth, linear fashion that prioritizes relaxed cruising over aggressive acceleration. The engine features a distinctive bevel gear-driven camshaft, a rare feature in modern bikes, that not only pays homage to its vintage engineering roots, but also creates a unique mechanical feel and sound that adds to its charm. With over 5 decades of W-Series lineage behind it, the W800 carries forward a legacy of durability, simplicity, and classic British-inspired design. Aesthetically, it checks every retro box. A teardrop-shaped fuel tank with elegant pinstriping round analog gauges, chrome fenders and exhaust pipes, and wire-spoke wheels that complete its unmistakably classic silhouette. The upright seating position, wide handlebars, and plush seat make for a comfortable and confidence-inspiring ride, especially for those who value comfort over corner-carving performance. While it lacks high-end tech features and the kind of punch seen in more modern retros, that's exactly the point. The W800 is built for riders who want to slow things down and enjoy the ride itself. It's a soulful machine meant for purists who appreciate authenticity, mechanical simplicity, and the subtle joy of cruising a motorcycle that doesn't try to be anything but what it is, a true classic in the modern age. Whether you're into laid-back cruisers or punchy cafe racers, 2025 is shaping up to be a dream year for retro motorcycle fans. These bikes aren't just about looks. They bring modern performance, comfort, and safety to classic designs we all love. So, which one would you ride off into the sunset with? Drop your favorite in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more motorcycle reviews, comparisons, and two-wheeled news every week.